dismissing violence. A new study shows Rhode Island dismissed more than 60% of misdemeanor domestic violence charges.
It's a statistic that is worrisome for many advocates and the courts alike. The night team's Sierra Putman is digging deeper into the statistics to see what it means and what's being done about it.
Elvia Sanchez is now a college graduate with dreams of continuing her education, but she's also a domestic violence survivor.
It escalated to the point where he said he was going to kill me and my son, and he even, had picked out a place to bury our bodies.
Luckily for Sanchez, someone called the police on her boyfriend. He was eventually tried and sent to prison, but it took months to get there.
My experience with the justice system was a very lengthy one. And it was very stressful. It was very scary.
There were times she wanted to walk away. So she's not shocked. A study by the nonprofit group Justice Assistance shows from December 2011 to March 2013, Rhode Island courts dismissed 2 out of 3 misdemeanor domestic violence cases.
If you look at it from the entire criminal justice system, we've really let the victims down.
John Houston's group did the study after seeing a decline in court referrals to put abusers through counseling. It breaks down dismissal rates by each district court, cities, and towns. Its research showed Providence and Warwick dismissed 70% of their cases.
I was extremely concerned.
Now the Rhode Island Coalition Against Domestic Violence is using the information to facilitate change. It's teaming up with the Attorney General's office to highlight training opportunities for local prosecutors. The office only tries felony domestic charges, but has a stake in lower court results.
If those cases aren't adjudicated and they are dismissed, we're not getting those prior convictions to make that third offense a felony.
The coalition is also teaming up with the city of Warwick.
I think everybody needs to take a step back and say, why is it that we can't get these dismissal rates down?
Warwick Police did its own report. Although it found discrepancies in the Justice Assistance study, it still found the cities dismissing nearly 70% of domestic violence charges. The coalition hopes the department will focus more on gathering relevant evidence to move cases forward. Both city solicitors and police say a major challenge is obviously the family dynamic. Many victims are reluctant to go forward out of fear of violence or losing a loved one.
I'm a firm believer that families that go through this are in need of help.
Assistant City Solicitor Carrie Raffinelli says even with dismissals, he tries to make sure the accused undergo counseling for anger management or drug and substance abuse. Despite these steps, the police chief and Raffinelli may see a setback this summer. State budget cuts will reduce their access to court advocates. The advocates work directly with victims, but starting in June will only work 4 days a week instead of 5. An added challenge to an already big problem. But the coalition and Sanchez hope focusing on across-the-board training can improve Rhode Island's dismissal rate.
There's this saying in Spanish that goes, es mejor prevenir que lamentar, which means that it's better to prevent something from happening than to have to deal with the repercussions afterwards.
Sierra Putman, NBC10 News.